Hey guys, this is KnifeFactoryX here, and I'm going to teach you how to be a good rush pilot, because these planes are for killing, not for transport vehicles, so stop using them as them. So, first off, we're going to start with prioritizing your victims, or, sorry, your enemies. First, obviously, is the jet. You want to take that out first. I can go over maneuvers, escape tactics, how to aim, things like that in another future video. But right now I'm going to go over the strategic aspects and the tactical gameplay of what you should think about when you're in the jet, and how you should go about a lot of the things for PTFOing as a jet. So first, jets. Second, attack helis, because especially on Karg Island, if you're defending, that's probably one of the first things I take out, even before the jet, as long as the jet doesn't even notice me, simply because it's very, very dangerous. And as long as you stay out of air radar range, that's basically the range of the heat seekers for the helis. As long as you stay out of that range, you should be safe. But if you start pissing him off, let's say killing him once, he'll get back in the heli and then try to just chase after you the entire game. Then you got to be careful. So if you are indeed trying to take out an attack heli, the first thing you want to do is get out of that air radar range, then go back towards it and go straight at it. Shoot, 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 and right before you hear the very fast beep beep beep, you want to deploy your flares. You want to deploy it before the beeps start, simply because because the flares will not work if you don't deploy them early. So deploy them before and you'll be fine. Deploy them after and you will be screwed. Next, I want to go about then the second thing you want to destroy is the tanks and the transport helis. Destroying a tank is just, the explosion's beautiful, all the points that you rack up, it's just amazing. I mean, look at that. It's just so fun, so simple, and it's so satisfying and gratifying, and it helps your team because it's just one less tank going after your objectives, or one less jet that's stopping you from destroying the objectives, whether you're attacking or defending. And then destroying the transport vehicle, the transport helis, is just like knocking over a beehive. Just as soon as you kill that, just the multi-kill feed when they're full, it's just so worth it, really. Then the next thing you want to destroy is mines or C4. The reason I say this, using rocket pods, is you want to destroy those things because it helps your tanks out, helps your vehicles out, helps when they try to put C4 in the middle of the objective, like on the objective. Plus, you might rack up a few kills. Helps your team. Just do it. It's nice. Then the last thing you want to do, if you get greedy, if you feel like you're good enough, take out the infantry. You know, less people trying to shoot stingers at you. Well, later they're gonna want to shoot stingers at you. So, you always got to be careful with that. Remember, the stinger range is buffed now thanks to the patch, so they're even more annoying than they used to be. So be careful. Next, we're gonna go over the loadout. Now, first things first, you want to use air radar. If you haven't unlocked it yet, work towards unlocking it. It is very, very important. If you haven't unlocked it, just shoot a bunch of tanks up. You will get it eventually. It's not too damn hard, but when you get the air radar, it is going to help your flight in chasing down planes substantially, by exponentially. So get air radar. It's the one thing that I use, the only thing that I use, and the only thing you should use. Next, between flares and ECM jammer, Flares have an 11-second window that they have to reload. So that's the only downside to flares, but the upside is 90% of the time it's going to make the missiles go away. So that's the important thing. That's why I always use flares. Some of the 10% is, let's say you deploy it too late or you deploy it too early, or the flare is just big and nice poof and then nothing happens, still gets you. That's always likely. I think that happens at least once in this game, but for the most part they will distract the missiles. While the ECM jammer only distracts the initial lock. If you activate them after the lock after the missile is already in the air, you are probably going to be screwed. But it has a 5-second window of vulnerability compared to the 11 seconds. So use what you like, even though I personally recommend flares. Next, rocket pods versus guided missile. Rocket pods are very, very helpful for now. Thankfully, they are more damaging towards infantry, so they help. So let's say you have a group of infantrymen around an objective, spam your rocket pods toward the objectives, and you're likely to get a lot of kills. Also, rocket pods can take out mines, take out C4, take out even claymores if you're lucky, take out spawn beacons. They can take out MAVs, EOD bots. They can take out anything. So use them. It's not too bad. They don't do much damage versus tanks. It takes about 2 full strafes to take out a tank. But that's what you got the machine gun for. The guided missiles definitely do a lot more damage, but I feel like they're not as useful simply because you need a team SOFLAM up, or you need the tank to have SITV up and trying to lock onto you, because if not, you're not going to get your guided missile lock. Plus, gives you an entire time of vulnerability to planes or other aircraft. So that's why I recommend rocket pods, whether it be Conquest or Rush jets. Now, the last thing I'm going to go over is different map variations. When you're playing on Caspian, remember, trees are your friends. If you're playing on Albors, trees are definitely not your friends. Trees on Albors are deadly and vicious, and they grab you and they will throw you straight to the ground. While the Caspian jets give you a lot more leeway. But if you hit 3 or more Caspian trees, you're basically screwed, so don't try it. Carg, you got to be careful with the first, third, and fourth objectives. While the second objective is completely up for grabs. You can go as low as you want as long as you don't hit the house. While the first, third, and fourth objectives have large poles that are very unexpected, very thin, and you can't see them until right before you hit them. So don't go too low, don't get too greedy, just be patient, you will get your kills. With Firestorm, you got to be extremely careful because the poles are significantly higher, and there's more structures and buildings to crash into. So you got to go higher. Instead of the average of around 300 to 500, you're gonna go around 600 meters up to get a clear view to actually damage something significantly. And you want to stay within a parallel path of the main road. So basically, you're gonna going from whichever spawn to the other spawn, just in a straight line along that road, just parallel to it, in between the 2 main structures, and you should be fine, and you should get a clear view of any enemy tanks and such. And that's about all I have here. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, click the like button, subscribe, comment, tell me what you think, tell me what you want to see from me, whether it be jets, tanks, infantry, such and such. Let me know and I will post it. So hope you guys enjoy the rest of this video and see you next time. Out.